moves after another tough one Saturday?
Ready to go win against Iowa. That's where we're at mentally.
Is there any motivation with the fact that they could win the division with a win? Like, you guys can play spoiler?
It doesn't matter if they're, last in the division or first in the division. We're going to go play hardest like we have been every week.
There's, Blake played pretty extensively for the first time in his career. I guess what did you make of his performance as you got to see a little bit of the film, and what is he like as a young player?
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of myself, and but a lot smarter because when I was his age, I didn't really know what was going on. He has a lot better understanding what his job is and what he does on the field, and watching the film and watching him play. It's really exciting. It's awesome. Like I said, it was a proud dad moment. Helping him as a player and as a person. He did a really good job stepping in, and handled it a lot better than I would have.
How have you seen just overall with plays? I know there was injury stuff early on. How have you seen him kind of get better and kind of get in film and all that stuff that goes with it?
Yeah. Like I said, it was awesome to see being his roommate and one of his really good friends. Kind of being a part of the development, and just like I said, or just being one of his really good friends. It's awesome to watch. It's cool to see the progress take over in the sense of his hard work and the dedication that he puts in every day finally coming to fruition. Like I said, equating it to me and seeing me turn that corner and continue to do so. Growing up in front of our eyes, I guess you could say. But he's been doing a phenomenal job the whole season, and especially these last couple of weeks.
I know you're a defensive guy, but can you just speak to the toughness Adrian's played with this year?
Yeah, no, he's a true leader. The amount of stuff he has to deal with day to day, not even just at the quarterback position, but just mentally with what's going on, and on top of that with injuries. Excuse me. He's done a phenomenal job. He's a great guy. He's a great person. I don't think anybody else could be doing what he's doing right now. And that speaks a lot to him as a person.
You came in with Luke and Nick, same class. I'm sure you see film. You're out there with those guys. What can you say about the progress that those two have made, and just kind of the tandem that they are right now for you?
Yeah, the dynamic duo. Like you said, coming in with those guys, and it's really cool to see all your best friends succeed. For me, it makes me even more excited to watch those guys succeed than myself. I love them to death, and seeing them find success and be a dominant player in the Big Ten and in the country it's awesome to be a part of. I love being a part of their journey, and somebody they're going to be talking about when they talk about their football career down the line, and watching them work and play football every day, and from day one to where we are now, it's been cool to kind of see the progression.
You were pretty complimentary on Saturday night of Caleb Tanner. I guess I just wanted to follow up on that. What have you seen from him this year in particular? You said he sort of turned over a leaf. What did that look like to you?
Yeah. When I was first got here, an outside linebacker, he would miss meetings or be late or not give 100% in practice. And when Coach Doss came in, coached him and led him, taught him a way how to turn over that leaf, how to be mature as a person, how to be a leader, how to set a precedent in practice. He turned himself into one of the hardest working guys in practice in the film room with what he does. Great guy to be around, leader of the position group. Bring energy off for him. He's been making plays and doing really well.
Can you put in perspective what this game means to you and for the team, it means to the fans? How big of a deal is this for you guys?
Every game's a huge deal to me. With Iowa, I guess there's a little extra spice, I guess, being our rivals and the whole, pent-up rivalry and the guys we hate the most. But for me, I treat it like every other week. You can't lose your mind and, start getting out of gaps and trying to be a hero because it's a big game. Just stay on the path you've been doing and trust your training that you've been doing throughout the season.
How are you going to remember this defense to have, stayed sharp the way that you guys had through season that didn't go the way that you did?
Bunch of fighters, man. Coming back week after week after week and holding our team, our mental fortitude, and our attitudes together. Some of the best guys I've played with, player-wise and also person-wise. Great dudes to be around. They make it fun every day. They push each other every day. They're great guys. It's a great defense. One of the top defenses in America, and it's been fun to play on. I'm glad to be a part of it, and if I stand out as a leader or a tone setter for that defense, then I'm honored. But those seniors and my other teammates that play on the defense, the other black shirts, have done a phenomenal job.
See Coach Chenander embodying that, what you just described for this defense, or do you in what he's been through this year, the way that he coaches, what he brings intensity level every day?
Yeah, I mean, the followers take the personality of their leader. The players take personality of their coach, and that's the personality of our coach. How he's changed our defense over the years into what it is now and what it will continue to be and grow as, speaks volumes to the coach and how he leads as a person. We've embodied that as players, as black shirts, and we'll continue to do so. And he like a father figure to me. He's a guy I look up to on the coaching staff and take wisdom from, take teaching points, and grab little nuggets of information.
What do you think of when you think of this senior class? What comes to mind? And then how do you kind of say goodbye to some of these guys who you don't know if they'll be back next year?
Like I said, they're a bunch of fighters. They've been through a lot of adversity, a lot of changes, a lot of things that most college kids shouldn't, go through with their football career. A sense of coaching changes and, the seasons that they've had for the work that they put in, not reaping the benefits to the work that they've done. It's tough for those guys because, everybody's going to look back and think that, these guys are losers because we haven't, won as many games as we thought, or the record isn't what we thought. But in my eyes, practicing with those guys, they practice like champions every day. They've been through a lot, and they fought through that adversity, and they've come to work and put smiles on everybody's faces, and been some of the mainstays in our defenses and made plays when we need them to.
You're obviously familiar with Iowa at this point. What is the key, and is there anything that you need to clean up, I guess, from Saturday against Wisconsin that needs to be better when you face a team that you know is going to want to run the ball?
Yeah, obviously Wisconsin had a really good running back. We kind of misfit a couple runs that made him look like an elite running back. Still really was a really good guy, but going from Wisconsin to Iowa's offense, not a whole lot changed in the sense of a run game. Need to fit those gaps, need to shut down the run offense, obviously, and get them in a game that they don't want to play.